He's gonna cry in his weed pillow tonight.
He's gonna go cry in his giant pillow. Oh.
I believe we're live.
I think we got all that giant head shit too. Sorry, Dylan.
Not really.
No.
Bucket
All right.
head.
All right, we're good. Do we have the chat over here?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can do the chat thing. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Ike from Flipside Music, and as always, I am here with
Black Dylan.
Black Dylan is joining me today for the live stream. Dylan is on vacation this week, chilling out, and so Darrell is going to be filling in for us for a little bit. If you don't want to stay for the whole stream, you can stay for the whole stream or not.
It's so amazing that Lincoln freed me. I can leave when I want to.
Is this how it's going to be? Is this how we're going to start this?
Pretty much.
Don't get me in trouble. Don't say some shit.
I appreciate
Don't get
Mr.
something.
Ike
Don't
letting
say.
me leaves.
Don't say anything that's going to get us kicked off of YouTube.
No profanity.
What's that?
No profanity. That's all I got. No profanity.
That's as far as we're going to get is no profanity? Yeah. All right. Well, it's all right. We also got Dave here.
Super Dave.
Super Dave, buddy. Come here. He's like, man, I'm tired. Come here, old dog. Come here, you old dog. Come here. I don't think anybody can see him. Anyway, Dave's here with us, too. So what's happened? We'll do our normal thing, talk about anything that's happened in the industry, and then we're going to try a few pedals because we had we did a show this week here in the big room that went off pretty well, and so we figured we would try a few of the pedals that he used or in the ballpark of what he used and kind of go from there. So, anything happen in the greater world of music this week that you know of? You got your Run DMC shirt on, though. I see that.
That's how I disguise my fatness. Black is very similar to me. At
It
least
ain't
in
easy.
clothes.
What's that?
At least in clothes.
Yeah.
In
That's why we
reality,
all wear dark clothes.
I'm a junior mortician in training.
So, what do we got? Anything music-wise this week? Do you know anything?
No,
No?
not really. We got Super amps. I know that happened.
Okay, well that's store stuff.
Specific.
Store specific. We got some Super amps in for those of you that are interested. We also got a fresh batch of PRS guitars in, like this DGT in gold, which is fantastic because it's got big hand friendly neck on it.
Princesses and necks.
Yeah, this is the one. And I asked him, I'm like, I like a single cut. You know how I like my single cuts. So I was asking the rep, I'm like, does anything else have that DGT neck, but in a single cut? And he's like, nope. He's like, just the DGT models. And I'm like,
Because he insisted on it.
this is the guitar. Like, this neck is the one that makes me, I like PRSs, I like their stylings, and I like their sound. But I'm not always a fan of the necks, which happens for a lot of brands. That I really like the guitars and they sound great, but it's just, this guitar though, this kind of gets it.
There's going to be an intervention.
Nice, comfy.
The only thing is getting used to that volume setup.
Where, over here?
Yeah, because they put the
Well, yeah, they kind of do everything a little bit.
David Grissom the way he likes it, because he doesn't really mess with the front pickup.
I don't even know how this is set up. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't right. That shouldn't be. I'm like, wait a minute,
Exactly.
that shouldn't be like that. And then, okay, so the bridge pickup is this guy.
Yep.
And yeah, that's gonna take a minute to figure that out.
After 40 plus years of doing it one
Wait a
way.
minute, so the middle is nothing? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? So the middle position has the volume on the Okay, yeah.
We're exploring.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Sound.
2 volumes and a tone with a push-pull on the tone.
Oh yeah, that brightens it up considerably, don't it? Go this way, just do jazz. Thank you, folks. Come back to the jazz club. That's all you get. Thanks for coming to Dazzle.
My edition. Jazz hands. And I'm holding this because it said do not touch.
Yeah, that's really the. He's here just to cause trouble for us here.
I prefer mayhem.
Well, that too. There'll be a little bit of both, really. So,
I found my calling.
yeah, I know how you do it.
I'm consistent.
So you guys have seen, those of you guys that are here have seen Darrell in the chat area, chatting people up. I feel like there's something that happened though musically this week that I don't know. I feel like there was a thing. There was some kind of thing.
That's when you need Dylan's youth.
All the old, I know, because Dylan remembers everything. He's like my hard drive. Dylan, what was the name of that guy? He bought like a red, and he'll be like, that was Bob blah, blah, blah. And I was like, man, okay, Dylan remembers. I do not. I just, see, he's very precise, so his memory is like 4K. Mine's like SD at best. Maybe even Super 8.
UHF.
Yeah, like I might be Super 8 at this point. where
Weird
I'm like,
Al UHF.
Weird Al was here yesterday at Red Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you go to that? Oh.
They won't let me drop from a helicopter, so no, I'm not going to Red Rocks.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. You should be like, I'm just gonna see. Can I see him from here?
From the parking lot?
Yeah. Just roll you up to the top, put a rock under your front wheel, and hope for the best.
Lock it in place.
Yeah.
But because of the way I am, no one's going to chalk my wheels. They're going to WD-40 them.
Yeah, they're gonna grease him up.
Yes.
Be like, I think we know that guy.
What?
Yeah. So, yeah. Weird Al played yesterday, but I think it was like a matinee show. Because people were posting stuff like during the day, and I go, what is happening? Why? What? Anyway, it's Red Rocks, so it's all good.
That'd be fun, actually.
Yeah.
Daytime show.
It wouldn't be bad as long, it depends on the weather.
I was about to say, Mother
Because if
Nature
it's
rules
90
Red
degrees
Rocks.
and it's blazing hot, no. Or at least I've reached the point in my life that is not an option. You know, and if I do something like that, I'm going to be the old guy with that hat with the umbrella on it. Because I will wear one of those if I have to. So,
I keep one in the car. You don't think this tan comes by without some work, right?
you got to freshen it up every once in a while. If you stay inside, what happens? You turn. I'm like, I'm gonna get in trouble. I can't use my normal jokes. I was like, I better stop. I can't use my normal joke.
Shake it!
Yeah, just throw it on the desk. Thank you.
Didn't have your lemonade. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
They stopped doing it again.
For those who can't see or hear, Ike ordered a large wiener from Costco.
$1.75 Costco hot dogs because James is a professional member there, you know, so he's
young.
Right. I know he can just keep eating hot dogs every day. The rest of us are like, nope.
I was
No.
really hoping he'd eat that on stream, though, just for the shock and awe.
No, I don't think that's necessary. I got to go to the back. You got to get the mustard. We don't have any sauerkraut here, which is terrible, but mustard and sauerkraut, that's what you eat on hot dogs, right?
Of
Not
course.
a hot dog. A
Yeah.
brat.
Hot dogs.
What hot dogs? Mustard, sauerkraut, that's it.
Mustard and ketchup. That's an American hot dog.
That's an everywhere other than New York hot dog.
That's a real American hot dog. That's a Colorado hot dog.
See, Dave was like even getting upset about that. He's like, man, sauerkraut. He's like, I'm Australian. He's like, I know that.
I'm about that life.
But on a brat, sure.
See,
Sauerkraut.
brats, I would definitely mustard. I would do the same, but hot dogs, I couldn't tell you the last time I put ketchup on a hot dog.
Oh man, always.
That's kind of like
For me.
East Coast too. They don't put mustard on hamburgers. In downstate, they don't. But
Yeah, I don't usually do that.
what
Usually.
Mustard.
on a hamburger?
Yeah.
It happens. What's this? Onion sauce? Dastardly Dave says. What's happening, Gary? What's happening, Dave, Janice, Sean? Everybody's in here.
I can't find any kind of music news that happened. They're still talking
I think
about
there's
Brian
some
Wilson.
old. Yeah, I think some old people died.
And then there's
Because it's like every day now. It seems like superstar of the '70s dead, 82. And I'm like, man, is that what's gonna happen? Or is that the best that could happen? Like those guys abused the shit out of themselves
Yeah.
and made it to 82. So there could be some functionality even later. But I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
I'm too close to be involved.
But there's a couple signature stuff from Fender, and then the new 30th anniversary Blues Junior that just came out today.
I saw that Fender is doing a special run of Road Worn series.
Oh, cool. I
So-
like the Road one.
And then the Gretsch is doing a CVT, which is like a double cutaway. Almost looks Dumble-ish, but I think it's an older design. But it kind of has like this a little bit off-centered, pointier.
Dunnable.
Or that's what I meant. What did I say?
Dumble.
It's been a
Close
long week.
enough.
It's been a long week, that's for sure. But yeah, they got a cool one coming out. And of course, I saw it from somebody else's website, like another retailer, and I'm like, how come I don't know about this? And I'm a dealer, so be nice to make sure that I'm on the right email list,
Right?
because I'm like, these are cool. They're like $400 guitars.
Oh, nice.
So they're nothing crazy, but I mean, like, it's a cool looking. I would buy one. So.
And then Gretsch has all those sparkle finish tops
Mhm.
that they came out with. Those looked all really neat.
Yeah, so there's some cool new offerings happening. Like I think Fender's doing a bit of a save some money, screw our dealers promotion happening here in this summer. So guys, look for that. I'm sorry, did I let that cynicism sneak out a little bit?
That was me, the non-Fender
Yeah,
dealer.
yeah. Any anger directed towards Fender will be handled by my complaint department.
Yes.
You could just email blackdylan@flipside-music.com.
But
Yeah, there he is.
I was gonna bring up like why you should go to concerts if you're a
So-
musician and.
So this brings up a good question
Yeah.
because I did see a thing somewhere on the interwebs about is live music dying and is guitar music dying?
Yeah.
Well, but I would, what do you think?
But
We're from a different generation than Jacob and even Dylan. But like, what do you think? What do you think?
It's the cost that's dying. Holy smoke. Like,
For bigger shows, yes, it's. I mean, you're north of 100, easy. Every
And then
time.
Another $40 in fees, and you're just like, and you want me to pay $40 to park?
Oh yeah, parking on top. We all forget about the parking side of
Yeah,
things.
goodness gracious.
But you don't have to go spend that kind of money to see the big. I mean, to see the big artists, sure, but there's plenty of live music.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Yeah,
we
there's a
do
lot of live music. I think,
$10 at the crypt.
but I don't, and
for
that's
3
where
bands,
and that's the
you
thing. It's
know?
like I don't think live music is dying. I think there are some things that are inhibiting.
Promoted music.
Like the big shows. I mean, it's just expensive, but there's a lot of really good shows. I mean, there's free show here at Denver. There's Levitt Pavilion. So
Yep.
there's free
And-
entertainment there.
And Levitts are all over the country.
Yeah.
That's a whole national thing.
Yeah, so there's that. Here's a little trick if you got time, and dollars are an issue, because I did this for a few years, where I wanted to go see some shit, and I didn't have two nickels to rub together. So you can,
Old guy reference.
yeah, because nickels, if you rub them together, you get warm nickels.
Friction?
I think you warm nickels. I don't know.
Who is he?
But
What's wrong
I'm
with
like
him?
I'm like Mr. Wizard. I'm like, look,
I'm rubbing nickels.
We're gonna talk about physics today.
I'm rubbing nickels.
Yeah, just see, give it to me straight. Give me the straight poop. What's going on?
Here,
Make sure you're pronouncing
Yeah.
that right. Like,
Yeah,
don't
what's on the level?
Nickels.
Yeah.
Not nipples.
Definitely nickels.
That went
Anyway,
Jacob,
this is what happens. You've been on this show.
Jacob is twisted.
You've been on this show. You know
At
what
such an
happens.
early age.
I've seen too many things.
Yeah. He's been here too. So, what was I? What was I talking about? Oh, the
Rubbing
cost.
nickels.
Not
Oh.
even the cost. So here's a quick tip though. If you have time, if there are shows that accept volunteer people to like, be security or watch the beer cart or stuff like that, that's a great way to go see a show and not have to pay for it. You just got to
That's how I
volunteer
saw-
like 4 hours of your times.
Thousands of shows because that was my work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you just that's how we went.
Yeah.
For a number of years, I used to go up to Blues from the Top, which is this weekend if anybody's in Colorado and wants to go check out some music. For, I think, 3 years, I volunteered. Before I actually met the guy who ran it, who is part that we started doing the charity with.
Blue
For
Star?
this- yeah. So I volunteered for the company that we do a lot of charity work, and we have for like 10 years.
Blue Star Connection.
I
Great
didn't
charity.
know that they were connected until the guy came in. I started talking. I'm like, oh, I volunteered that show like 3 years in a row. And the reason I went was like, I think it was a 3-day festival, and I think it was like $150. This is like 10 years
I was
ago.
like,
or
that
something.
sounds like a deal today.
Yeah, it was like $150 or $175. I'm like, I ain't got that kind of cash. And then I'd have to stay up there in Winter Park, and I'm like, I don't have that. I don't have that kind of money. And so I saw a little tab that said volunteer, and I'm like, well, I could definitely volunteer. So I looked, and we needed like beer slingers, So I was like, yeah, I've done that for years. And they had a tent that's like right midway up the hill. And I just told the guy, he's like, well, you do, you have a free pass. He goes, and you only work like 4-hour shift. And I go, I'll just do both shifts. He goes, what, 8 hours? I'm like, I worked in the restaurant business my whole life. I go, 8 hours is like a half a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fine. I go, I'd rather just be doing something than sitting on the floor because I'm going to be bored. Like I'm on the grass by myself like a weirdo. Like I'd rather be up here shucking and jiving,
He said,
sling-
like a weirdo.
instead of being a weirdo.
Taking liberties over here.
Yeah.
Like a weirdo.
Well, they don't know.
That's me. Like a black guy.
See, this is what happens.
That's why I'm not invited much.
He gets me in trouble in this place. Like the one guy in the acoustic room. What was that? That was yeah, I was talking to a customer in the acoustic room. He pops his head in and he goes, yeah, the last time he yelled at me, he tried to beat the black off me. Yeah. I'm like, bro, you can't. I'm trying to sell an acoustic guitar here.
I was vulnerable that day.
Like somebody's got to go get some. You got to go get some donuts.
Donuts.
Donut, Anthony, you wanted some donuts?
Like, I'm new to you guys, but I've known Ike for a minute. Because I was just laughing at the Blue Star poster.
Oh yeah, that's
When we
from,
went to that, I was like, wow, that was a while ago. 2019, I think.
which one did we go to? Was
The
that
one with Trout.
I wasn't at that one.
Oh.
I was on vacation. I came back or it was the day before I was coming back from vacation. I think it was the one before that at Tivoli.
Yeah.
It was Zito, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Zito and Samantha Fish?
Yep.
Was it that one? So that's been
Woo.
what are we in now?
20,
what-
2025.
Yeah, what are we in now? That must have been 2017,
Okay.
2018?
Back when
Oh,
I
it's
had
up there.
teeth.
Can you see what that says?
Not from here.
I'm Black Dylan. I can't see anything right now.
Glaucoma.
that my medical card.
15.
2015? Really? This has been way too long.
Well, I put up with a lot.
Only $20.
right?
Yeah, I remember that show too. So anyway, so kind of going along with that, Mike Zito actually played here at the shop on Tuesday night, so that was really cool. It had an intimate 50 person show. Would also encompass probably the demographic was somewhere in there too. But yeah, it was really cool. Had a you could see it if you follow us on the YouTubes or not
I
on
hid
YouTube.
in the corner because the lights were dim and they couldn't
Nobody-
see me.
That's why we weren't telling them any jokes either.
Free show, free show.
We wouldn't tell you any jokes either because then they'd spot you.
He don't look Italian. What is he doing here?
Yeah. You're like, hey, he's from southern Italy. It's fine.
I'm not the Sicilian you were looking for.
Oh boy, that's anyway. See, this is what happens. So yeah, so Mike Zito, who we saw 10 years ago, played here Tuesday night, which was a lot of fun. We're hoping we could do more smaller shows too, as artists kind of come through town or the availability is available.
Mm-hmm.
Availability is present, so it'd be pretty cool.
I'm repping Texas Toast today
Yeah.
just cause.
Do you want to plug in? You want to take anything for a spin?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's got
They
it.
make great necks.
The neck on that is the same as the neck on my. It's the same as the neck on my Icon, and they got an SG coming for me too. Matt made me a deal I couldn't refuse, so I had to get it. I provided.
Weren't we just talking about?
We were.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
It's
Okay.
part of the problem.
Yeah, it's part of the
solution,
addiction.
Part of the
Part of the addiction is that some part of your brain says, nah, that's fine. So, yeah, I got an SG coming. Well, here, okay, I'm going to tell you the story.
Great guy, but not a role model. Not a role model if you have any bit of gear acquisition syndrome.
Yeah, I'm definitely the pusher man.
Yeah, he's literally the pusher man.
Dang. Yeah, I'm definitely the pusher man on that.
I'm the Italian in the alley.
Yeah, I'll definitely sell you some stuff. Because I'm thinking about it, man, we should do a cover of that shit. That would be pretty funny.
Dylan's already got the hat with the feather.
Yeah.
I'm your pusher man.
So we should do a cover of that and then meld it in with like Gene Hackman from what was the 70s cop movie? Shit, it was just on the top of my head. See, that's
French
the problem.
Connection?
French Connection.
Popeye Doyle?
Yeah, so there we go. See? We mend that in. We put that into
Welcome
Curtis
to-
Mayfield.
Welcome to the old guy stream featuring
They're all old in here too, man. I know these people.
views expressed by the owner are not those held by
Yeah.
the token black guy.
I'm like, maybe just a little.
I'm gonna go in the basement and get my dad's bass.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're playing guitar over there.
I wanted my hands to look small.
I don't know how to play bass. Yeah, you do. Just go play. Just go play. Actually, he is a bass player, so it's not like,
No,
Yeah.
it's completely appropriate.
Yeah, it's definitely appropriate because he is a bass player.
And I actually went as token for one Halloween.
Did you?
I had a plastic bass and a shirt that said token on it. Everyone,
And everybody just did this?
no,
Yeah.
everyone that knew what it was about just died
Oh, they-
laughing. And other people were like, am I allowed to smile?
Yeah, can I laugh at
Can I
this?
point?
Yeah, can I
Hell
laugh
no,
at
you
that?
can't point. This ain't a freaking zoo.
Did you use that voice too? You turned on the extra bass. Turn the extra bass knob up.
Yeah. Because women and kids love me. They think I'm cuddly and cute. But
I've seen this
Dudes
happen.
recognize.
Yeah, And we know right away. We're like, this guy. We got to watch out for him. Where's my girlfriend at?
200 or 300 times in my life, I get labeled.
I've seen him. I've seen this man work. So yeah. All right, we should probably play with these pedals because we're gonna get in trouble because we didn't last week so much. We got into talking about bullshit. So, Dastardly Dave says sauerkraut, mustard, onions, onion sauce in New York City. Yeah, all that'll work. I don't know what onion sauce is, but
It's the essence of
You know
the
what? I didn't
onions.
get a hot dog when I was in New York. I
shoulda.
got pizza, but I didn't get a hot dog.
So you didn't get pizza. You got a slice.
I got a slice, yeah.
Yeah.
Ike was about to, ooh.
You're about to get.
About to, ooh.
We're
And
gonna-
the best wings I've ever had in Hell's Kitchen. At a little Chinese spot.
Oh, that
Well,
crispy
that's-
is ridiculous.
Yes, I don't know how they do
that-
that.
It was
I think it's the what do they use? Cornstarch. That's what gets the crisp on there.
Yep.
Yep.
That's some sneaky
I was like,
Asian
how
stuff.
are these this
That,
good?
that five
Oh,
spice
the 5 spice. Yep.
and the white pepper.
That's one thing that TikTok is like exposing all the secrets of like some cooking, and you're like, how do they get that like a thing? And I'm like, it's called velveting. Why the? How come I'm 50 years old and don't know this?
And worked in the restaurant business.
Well, I didn't work in any Chinese restaurants, so
I understand.
I know how to make other stuff that I wouldn't make.
When I was young and spry, I went to China for a summer camp and trained with Shaolin monks.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How?
I was.
There was a.
I
How
was-
does that even happen? Because I've never heard of a thing like that.
Well, I call it summer camp, but we paid a lot of money. I was in Kung Fu, and we had an opportunity to go to China and train for 2 weeks with Shaolin monks.
Really?
And it was like I was the target because those little Kung Fu dudes are all about 5 feet tall, and they like to demonstrate on and ragdoll the 300-pound black guy.
How old were you?
27.
Oh,
28.
okay. So you weren't. This wasn't like I was thinking.
Well,
this
compared
was
to
like
now,
12-year-old Durrell is what I was thinking. I'm like, how
this
did you?
is like 27.
Because okay, as a grown man, you went.
Yeah.
Okay, I
But
was
compared
thinking.
to now, I was young and spry.
Okay, because I was thinking you were like a kid, and I'm like, I've never heard of a kid program like going to China. So that's where I was like, okay. So as an adult, I get it. That's a different thing.
Yeah, I was an adult. I just called it summer camp because it was 2 weeks in the summer.
Okay. See, you got me. You threw me off.
It don't take much. He old. He's so old.
It's true.
Ike the Gray.
Yeah. I can't help it.
I look dignified. He just look old.
Listen, just because you got a cool hat on, was that got a fish on it?
It's got a pigeon, I think.
I'm like, what is it? Got a fish on it?
Got a pigeon.
Oh,
Actually, a mutated bird of some kind.
it's a griffin.
It looked edible, so that's why I got it. It came with a bottle of Frank's Red Hot.
You know, like it came in the box from Temu.
It looked edible. I bought it.
Wow, that
You
makes,
don't
that
get
makes
this
sense.
big without working.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Get to the
That's,
pedals,
that's
man.
why you don't have any cracks.
Well, no.
You just keep filling out.
Yes.
And I keep it smooth.
Yeah. I don't want to look all sunk in and old.
Me neither. But it happens.
late.
All right. Yeah, no shit. All right, let's try the pedals before we get
Yes. Before you
caught
get
up.
me in trouble.
before I get you in trouble. All right,
Yeah.
so where are we going to start?
I think we should probably start with.
A little reverb, yeah? So
It's
we
already
got
on.
that's already going. I got to remember which thing does what.
If you had normal person hands, your guitar would stay in tune better. But because you had those Magilla Gorilla grippers.
I try not to. It happens. All right, so we got reverb. We're gonna do. So Mike was playing this Blue Note Select.
J Rocket Audio
Picked one
Designs.
up from us.
He picked one up from us. Mike Zito grabbed one of these. If those of you guys don't know who Mike Zito is, go check him out. He's kind of in the blues rock type genre. He just was through town with Bill Murray too, with the Blood Brothers.
Yep, he's in that band.
Albert Castillo, I think, is in that one too. So really good players. If you guys want to check that out.
And he said he was interested in it because he saw it on Schofield's.
Oh yeah, because John Schofield uses it too. So, which is cool.
Anyone else notice Schofield's look the same for like the last 30 years?
Pretty much. I mean, his hair's gotten
grayer.
Grayer. And other than that, he looks pretty much exactly the same. Did you go? You didn't go to that show when he came back through here a couple of years ago, did you?
No.
I did at Dazzle. It was pretty solid. Yeah, it was. He's definitely a fun to watch. All right, so Blue Note Select. So J Rocket has the regular Blue Note. The Select has the hot switch, so it makes it hot in the hot tub, which actually I think it brings up a little bit of the higher end on it. So the tone is kind of, you got tone and fat. Fat is like mid and lower,
Fat.
and then yeah, we're gonna turn up the Durrell switch right here. Ooh. And then tone is basically your mid and upper mids in treble. So I mean that's a feel good gain right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a little
The sustain and the compression.
yeah, I mean there's
But still like cleanish.
yeah, you still get it. So if we turn that fat off.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Jake, show me a Coke.
I'm like, I think I might have to get one of these my own self. So if we crank the gain, you know, which is it still feels pretty tight
Yeah.
too, which is nice. So let's go lower gain. I had my tone knob was rolled back because
Don't know which one it is.
I don't know which one it was. I think it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a medium gain kind of. Terry says what?
Aha, Terry. I see what you did there. Aha.
Yeah, he knows. He knows how we do it. We're gonna bullshit around, and then that's why I was telling Jacob the other day. I'm like, I think we should just do one where it's us bullshitting, and then we stop, and then we go in and do the pedal thing, and just have two different streams, because we end up, if we get on a topic that we're gonna, you know, like sandwiches and Philly cheesesteaks, and what was the first thing? What was the other thing we were talking?
Going to concerts.
Concerts and sandwiches and whatever. I mean, you know, we'll get going. So we might have to do a twofer.
Nothing wrong with that. More content.
Let's do this.
And what is this?
Jam pedals.
Okay.
And that's the retro vibe.
chorus. This is vibe. Let's go like that.
There it is.
Yes. Entrez-vous. Come in. What's up? You grabbing Dave?
They're trying to escape
Dave,
since you brought
he's
him
like,
in here.
yeah, he's like, I want to go out there, man. There's nothing going on in here.
I think I'm as old as
It's
Dave
quite the
in dog
burglary.
years. Because Dave contemplates before he takes
A
a
step
step
up.
off the riser. I have to do that too now.
Oh yeah, if you want.
Just to have people on the go, what's that?
That thing's cool. That was just straight without this. Oh, that's the new not for sale?
But
Yeah.
we have ones like it that are for sale.
Not like this one.
No, that one has a hand painted
Binding.
binding on it, which is pretty cool.
And I upgraded the knobs. The knobs are tone. It's all about the tone.
That was just his polite way of calling Ike a knob. I heard it.
Okay, so now moving on. All right, so
Moving on to the
Germa-
Benson Germanium preamp.
yes.
That drive has a really
That
good
really
range.
sounds
Yeah.
really, really good. Kind of almost, I don't know, man. I like
Yeah.
the blue note too, but boy, does that sound good.
They're really similar, but
Yeah.
the Germanium preamp has like just a little bit more low end heft.
Yeah, there's.
It chews on that low end a lot more.
Yeah. What's that?
I said, ooh,
Was that piercing?
that was good.
I like it. Giving that rotary. Rotary valve.
That sounds pretty good.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
That sounds. I dig it.
Yeah.
Sean likes it too.
Sweet. That's smoke some weed music right there. All right, so let's turn all the funky bits off. I think that still sounds really good. I mean, if you're playing a bluesier.
Who's that, Mike Zito over there?
I don't think so. But I'll really like that. I mean, that thing sounds. Or which? Sorry, Dave. He's like, what the fuck, man? Sorry, buddy.
You gonna switch over to
I'm sorry, buddy.
the BB?
You're a handsome devil. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, let's try the BB. But that Benson sounds
Yeah. That's,
stupidly good.
Yeah.
and it's very sensitive to the tone contouring between the bass, the drive, and the treble. It's not an extreme, it's smooth.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's very linear in the adjustments. There's no big bump up or drop off.
Yeah, like all of a sudden you're like, hey, it's fine. Bang.
Yeah, because I was playing with it while you were playing. Ooh, no diddy.
Hey, easy. All right, BB Preamp. Definitely a little bit more mid-rangey push there.
And I noticed it's the gainiest of the three.
Sounds really good too. I could see that one really cutting through,
Anything.
like in a mix. That's going to be incredibly.
Oh yeah.
That's going to get through where you want to go. At least I think so.
Yeah, I concur.
It doesn't have as much bottom end as this.
Benson.
Is the Benson? The Benson will definitely get you thick on the bottom there. So I guess it all depends on what the band. Ew, that's not. Maybe you like thick bottom.
Nothing wrong with thick bottom.
Nothing wrong with thick bottom. But I could see it depends on the band.
And
you know,
your
if you got a
tastes. Yeah.
if you got a solid bass player holding that shit down like that, BB might be the better ticket. I don't know. It kind of depends.
Yeah.
I guess it.
I think the Benson can do what the BB can do.
If you just back it out.
Yeah, and it gives you more subtle delineation. I think the Benson would allow you to do more in different situations, but the BB does sound great. But I think you get more tonal options out of the
This
Benson.
will be a price point thing too, or if you're already covering some other ground with something else, you know that. But that BB sounds really good. What's that?
I was telling him to juice the gain.
That's a tough call right there. I don't know that I have to pick a favorite, but I like that BB2 a lot. Take a little bit that's gained out.
Yeah.
What's that?
I like that. It didn't get harsh.
No. If you want more gain than that, you gotta get two of them.
It's
Stack 'em.
501, but you could stack them too.
That's all the gain? Just all the gain?
Nice.
I think that's gonna be it.
Yep.
Think that's gonna be it. It's good. I mean,
Yeah, it's
all of those sounded really good. So we ran a little bit long, but it's all right. So go check out our friends if you haven't already left. Go check out our friends at Texas Toast Guitars, and then go check out Dylan Talks Tone. And I'll see you guys on the flip side.
On the flip side.
On the flip side.
On the flip side. What do I got to do? Bald guy thing too?
Pip pip cheerio. Black Dylan signing out.
Oh no, Teddy bye.
Titty bye.
Teddy bye. I think that's more Scottish, but
Counts.
are we still on?
Yes.
We still on?
Yeah, hold on.
Turn it off, laddie. Turn it off, laddie.
And
Sweet. Goes by fast, yeah.
Yeah.
This thing's